Hey guys, come pick my July TBR with me. So I've wanted to make a TBR video for a while, but I never knew if I was actually going to do it or not because I struggle with TBRs. I've tried them in the past and I just never read them because I'm always like wanting to read something in the beginning of the month and then my mood reading ass is like, actually, we're gonna go read this now. And I think I've maybe gotten like 1 or 2 off of TBRs before, but I just never do it. But I've kind of like done a little bit of organization in like all of the books I want to read and just like my physical books. So I actually have this TBR shelf of all of my physical owned books that I haven't read. And I'll kind of get a little bit more into that in another video that I'll talk about in a second. And I also have like a really big want to read list on Goodreads. And I just was like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a TBR jar. There we go. I was like, oh yeah, right there. That's not the name, Angela. So here's my little TBR jar. I've wanted to make one of these for the longest time. I thought they were the cutest things and I was like, oh my God, that's so much fucking fun. I want to do that. That sounds so fun. But then I realized it's TBR and I struggle with TBRs and I'm like, well, if I make it, I'm not going to read any of the books that I pick anyways. But I was like, wait a second. I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. So there's actually a lot of different types of books in here and like the whole thing. Each color is a different kind of idea and they're kind of organized a little bit, but I will get that into the video I made when I made my TBR jar. So I filmed the whole process, me making it, and I want to kind of talk about how I made this and kind of my system behind it in that video. So I have stuff to talk about while I'm making it. And this took me a while to make. There is like over 300 scrolls in here. So they were originally gonna be stars and now they're scrolls. Yeah, this took me forever, but I had a lot of fun making it. And I think it looks so pretty and worth it. In this video, I want to pick from my TBR jar. And in the other video, it'll be going more into like how I made this. I filmed myself making the shelf and things like that. Anyways, let's get into it. I don't really know what else more I want to say before that, but there are books in here, but there's also prompts in here because I noticed I was watching a lot of TBR videos. A lot of them are prompts and I was like, well, I want like physical books in there, but then I was like, ooh, prompts are fun. So and there's like prompts for each color. So it doesn't go with the color, but there's like prompts. Like I made extra for all the prompts. Anyways, not the point. But yeah, we're gonna go pick some and I'm gonna pick 15. I'm not planning to read any of those, all 15. I just kind of want a wide variety of different options so that I can hopefully at least tackle some of them. More the better because then I have a more variety of options to choose from. That's kind of my goal because I was like, well, if I feel like I have to read every single one of the books, then I'm not going to and it's gonna stress me out. So I was like, let's pick more the better. And then whatever I wanna read from that list is great. And I'm still tackling reading my physical TBR, reading my like owned TBR that like I have on audiobooks and ebooks. And I'm at least doing the thing rather than getting overwhelmed and not reading any books at all. So this is great. Also, keep in mind, I'm still pulling this, but I'm like obsessed with like Zodiac Academy right now in that world. And I have been nothing but reading that besides like a couple in between to kind of break things up. And I just finished Ruthless Boys and I just finished the 4th book of Zodiac. And so I know for a fact I'm going to be reading that series, but I wanted some other options for either breakup purposes, like to break things up so I'm not just bulldozing Zodiac, and then also just kind of getting burnt out with Zodiac as well. Basically, I'll just reading around Zodiac too. So that's the fun thing about this month is I decided to read Zodiac Academy, like started in May or June. I don't really know. We're getting off track. Let's pick some scrolls. This is a little chaotic, but you know what? I'm having a good time. So I got it in a little mason jar. I put a little star on the top. It's really fun. These were, again, supposed to be stars. So I was like, oh my God, the star theme. Stars did not go very well. So I'm just gonna make sure they're very shaken up, but I just, I had to do these in a certain order. I don't know why I didn't do this with the lid on. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna pick 15. Ew, purple, first of all. I don't know how long this is gonna take me to open, just because I had to put tape on them so they stayed closed, and I had to roll them all up fancily. So we're just gonna be very careful here. Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh, okay. I've been wanting to film this video for a long time while I was making this, and I was like, I just want it made already so I can film it. And I was supposed to film this before July, and now it's July. It's only July 2nd, so it's fine. Oh, okay. From Lukov with Love is the first book. Ignore my chicken scratch handwriting. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I wanted to read this. This has been on my TBR for a while. This is so fun. Okay, we got one book. Listen, I don't know why, I wasn't expecting that. I kind of like forget half the books that are gonna be in here. Ooh, blue. What is this one? Oh, I'm excited. This is so fun. Okay. Darkest Night by Alyssa Thorne. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can read that. That's going to be too hard to read. That's okay. That is like been on my TBR for a while too. So thank you TBR Jar, because I have not thought about reading that at all. I have not picked an own book one yet, but that's okay. I wonder if we're going to get a prompt at all in this video. There's a lot of books in here though. There is like way more books than there are prompts. I went way too hard organizing this thing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have this many for this and this many for that, and ooh, just let me unroll everything. They're very long because the original ones were gonna be stars again, and they needed to be like this certain length. Salt to the Sea. Okay, okay. I have wanted to read this for a while. It's more like I think it's like a non-fiction, like real life story situation. So I haven't like ever like, I like struggle with things that are like true stories or nonfiction, because I was like, oh, that sounds boring. But I think some of them can be turned into fun things. I also could like be talking about my ass, and that's not a fiction book. I know what the cover looks like. I know what book that is. I just haven't ever like felt the urge in a while to like pick it up. Red Rising? Okay, Red Rising's on here? Ooh, I've been wanting to read this book for a while. Oh, I haven't read very many sci-fi, and I heard this is one of the best sci-fis. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I own the audiobook of this too. Ooh, this is gonna be exciting. Another purple. There's gonna be a lot of purple and pink picks, I think, because that is the most ones in this jar. There's more pink than there are purple, so I'm surprised I have picked 3 purple so far, and 1 pink and 1 blue. Echo of Wings. Okay. Echo of Wings. I'm trying to remember. No, this is purple, so I don't own this. I think this is the one I'm thinking of, but I don't know if this is out yet. I'm just realizing that. So, hold on. I'm gonna look really fast. It might have just come out. Okay, that just came out in March. So yay, that's exciting. A new release. I've heard a lot of things about that when I've seen like the author talk about it. So I think that's gonna be really fun. I am picking so many purple. Okay. Ooh, my foot is going asleep a little bit. Sorry, I'm kind of weird in this video. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, I'm gonna film this video. And so if you hear like fireworks outside, it's because it's 2 days before the 4th. And I was like, ah, crap. There's explosions happening outside my house. And I don't want that in the video audio. But here we are. There hasn't been any. So I can't open this piece of paper. Okay. These Deadly Games. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can read any of that when I put it up there. And I can't really like, because they're like curled. I didn't think that one through. Okay, These Deadly Games. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want another color, but purple. Oh, well, fate just decided one fell out. Here we go. Pink. I said I wanted something other than purple, and pink came out. So fate just decided. Still Beating. Okay, I have a story. No way, I just picked. So I've actually, this is right here. I'm actually halfway through this book already. I started it, was loving it, and then kind of felt weird that I was liking it. So then it kind of turned me off. So that's really funny. That's really funny. I was like, oh, it won't pick it for a while. It will, it's like 1 out of like over 300 slots. It's not gonna pick. The universe, like, finish it. Okay, I will finish it. I bought it. I'll finish it. That's so funny. That's so funny to me. What are the odds? Kind of being a little loud. Maybe I should a little bit quiet. A little bit more quiet. Another pink one. I just have my little like scrolls over here. They look like little snakes. I don't know why I said it like that. My very focused face. I'm also thinking maybe that if I don't get to any of these, that like if I like the ones I don't get to, I'll put it back in there so that I can try it for another day. Air Awakens. Okay. I have both the audio and the physical. Where is it? The Air Awakens is right here. I think the Air Awakens came, so I got the full series on Audible when it was on sale. It was like $5 for the whole entire series. So I was like, I have to go get that. And then I think I got the Air Awakens in a blind box. And I was like, oh my, like a blind date with a book from Barnes and Noble. And so I was like, this is perfect. I already own the audiobook and now I have the physical book, so that's gonna be fun. We Play Games. I think the We Play Games is an Audible original, and I'm really liking Audible originals right now, so that's exciting. I really like the way that they make it like dramatized and kind of have like the characters talking to each other and stuff. It's definitely something I'm loving. That is for sure. And I'm like, well, I kind of want more of this. So Audible, at least the Audible originals I have read so far, I know that not all of them are, but they are super fun, and I found one of my favorite authors of the year through that, so that's really cool. Her name is Cara Bastone. A Murder to Remember. This is another Audible original. This is fun. We have 2 Audible original. They're fun. Those are short too. No, I think We Play Games is a longer, like an 8-hour audiobook, and then I think the Murder to Remember is about 5 hours. So those are really nice to have for like little things in between. That's funny that we picked 2 blue so far and 0 yellow or 0 white. That's weird. I should probably pick the yellow that's like falling apart. Some of them I did not put enough tape on it. It looks like they're like, some of them are kind of falling apart. Sky in the Deep. Okay, I have tried to read this book before and I got bored and I could not get into it. And so I guess it's time to try again. I know some of these books I'll try them. Oh, speaking of it, I just got a yellow. That's so funny. I've tried to read these books and then I didn't like them, so I just put them back on my TBR so I can try them again. I like DNF books a little bit differently, but Your Pick? I got a Your Pick. Holy crap. A Your Pick. Can I pick Zodiac Academy? That's not on my TBR, Angela. I have been tempted to read the roommate situation recently. I was kind of hoping I picked it. So I think it's a short little, let's see, it's 273 pages. I got this for Christmas as one of my books I had on my list that my mom bought me. And so I've had it sitting around and I haven't read it. And so I think I'm gonna pick this one as my Your Pick. That's exciting. I got a Your Pick. 12. 3 more. 3 more, everybody. Oh, yay. I was wanting a white one. Because the whites are my 24 books for 2024. And I have read 2. And it's July. So it's just that all of them are basically fantasy books. And since I'm reading, I want to read more fantasy books this year, absolutely. But since I'm kind of reading a fantasy, it's not deep fantasy, but it's satisfying the fantasy crave right now with the Zodiac Academy, I haven't wanted to pick up any of them. So, a book I've had for a long time. This is a prompt one. That is hilarious. The one book a book I've had for a long time. Well, the roommate situation I've had for a long time. Oh, I got a prom. This is fun. I think I'm drawn to the Queen's Assassin. So, I think we're going to pick this one. The Queen's Assassin. Yeah, I've had this. This is one of the first books I bought. I bought it with the Red Queen and the Inheritance Game. I've had this for a long time. It was one of my first book purchases that I bought, and I have not read it, but it sounded really fun. So this will be that pick. Oh, it's fun to have the physical books to touch, but a lot of it is my roommate's coming home. Hello. she caught me in the act of filming. I was like, oh my god, is she home? Am I being too loud? And you weren't even here, so that's perfect. track of how many I pulled, and I'm gonna pull like so many at this point. I think this is 14. And then the next one is the 15th. Shit. A romance book, another prompt. Another prompt. Okay, this is exciting. Could it be like a fantasy romance book, or is it just romance? I guess that's completely up to me, because I think I just put fantasy and romance, so I guess I could choose if I want it to be a fantasy romance. I think I'm gonna pick one of the ones from my Goodreads, because none of these are calling to me. The only one that was calling to me was the roommate situation. So I think I'm gonna look through my top TBR. I might actually, no, let's go look through my top TBR. I think there's a Christina Lauren book I want to read, but it's not, I don't own it. I haven't read a Christina Lauren book in like a year. So I want to like make sure she's still one of my favorite authors, because the last book I read from her just kind of put me off her. I don't know, because it's a super popular book for some reason. I really liked it, but I think the ending just like kind of wasn't the best for me. Ooh, it'd be fun to have a romance summer book, because it is the summer. Oh, no way. Look at that. Look at that. Ready to Borrow. That was a perfect coincidence. Borrow. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pick People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, because I really want to read that, and I like keep putting it off because I'm like, I want to read it in summer and I want to read that one. So I'm gonna put that. It says I have 2 weeks, so that could be like any day now, but that should be before the end of July, so I can get that audiobook and I can be reading the other ones while I wait for that to come in. So that's exciting. Let's count this. Look how like they're just like little squiggles. It's kind of cute. Okay. My count is right, and I have one more left. Oh shit, what's gonna be the last one? Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, I kind of hope it's like a normal book so that I don't have to pick. Ooh, I spilled. Okay, I spilled 2. One's a pink and one's a yellow. Pink is owned in, I said yellow, this is blue. Blue is TBR Journal, so I'm gonna put the blue back because I want to get through my own books because I own way too many of them. Okay, here's the last book. The last one. The last melon. Okay. Eastside Hedge Witch. What is the Eastside? Why don't I remember this? Eastside Hedge Witch. Is this one of my ebooks that I like bought because it was free? Take a look. This might be this was not what I was expecting at all. It's kind of nice to have some Kindle ebooks that don't have audiobooks, so I can kind of just read them before bed. Let's see here. It also might be one of the audiobooks that I bought recently because it was free, because they did like the 25. It's because there's 25 minutes in this recording so far, because they were doing like a audiobook day free, just like how they do like a Kindle stuff your Kindle day. It was like stuff your earbook day. It's not on here. That's a mouthful of a name. Eastside Hedge Witch. Where are you? Give me 1 second, please. What is this book? Okay, I did buy it for a free audiobook day, so it's right here. I own that, so that's exciting. Okay, so let's recap all of my choices so far, all of my picks. So the last one was Eastside Hedge Witch. So Eastside again, it's a mouthful. Eastside Hedge Witch. My first one was from Lukov with Love, which that one sounds fun. That's a ice skating romance, I think. Still Beating, which is the funniest thing. I thought it was gonna be forever until I picked that book. The universe really said, read it, just finish it. Okay, I'm listening. Sky in the Deep, Red Rising, which this one does sound fun. Salt to the Sea, These Deadly Games, Echo of Wings. I'm actually really excited for this one. I don't know why I keep showing it to the camera. You can't see it. Echo of Wings. Air Awakens, Darkest Night, my one white, which was a prompt. A book you've had for a long time, The Roommate Situation. We Play Games, which is one of my Audible originals. A Murder to Remember, another Audible original. Your Pick, which, wait, I think this is the one that I've had for a long time. And this one was Your Pick. because I think I picked your pick first. Yeah, that's how that went. And the very last one was a romance book. People We Meet on Vacation is the last one. So yeah, I hope you had fun. This was just basically me picking scrolls out of a jar and just having fun. But I've wanted to do this for a really long time, and that was really fun. I was not expecting any of those books, but that is my July TBR. So I hope to keep doing this. I don't know if I'll do it every month or if I'll try and mix it up where I'm like, make a fun game out of the jar, but I definitely want to keep using this, but I'll just decide if I want to use it for YouTube or just use it personally. But I had a lot of fun making this, and I'm really glad I was able to use it finally. What books on my list that I pulled have you read before and that you've really enjoyed and that you think I'm gonna enjoy? With that being said, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.